Alright, guys, it's your boy Luna the Programmer coming at you again with another video that happens to be what is this, a week late by now? So, yeah. Uh, the reason why this video is so late is because I didn't feel like making it at first, and then when the units actually did come out, I was busy testing them, so, yeah, as you can see, we hit top grossing 12 hours ago, JP and Global. The banners were revealed September 15th. You can see it's September 18th now, so several days after the banners dropped. So now that we have time to sit and think and go beyond our first initial impressions of the details, and now how we've pretty much all seen them, hopefully, at this point by in-game, we can talk about how crazy these units actually are for part 2 of the worldwide download celebration. So obviously, first up we have the Goku and the Vegeta, as well as the banner unit Krillin and Gohan. We'll get to the boy Metal Cooler first, because bias aside, I think he's the better unit currently. I think these guys will age better eventually, but I'm liking the Metal Cooler first, more so, I should say. So they have it's not really exchange, it's not really a transformation, it's a costume change. They call it a morale boost, as you can say. So they are joined forces and movie heroes category 3 key, 170 stats. Then their 200% is characters who also belong to Pure Saiyans. So you'll notice that the LR Gods is on that 200% lead. But if you're going to be running the LR Gods on the team, you might as well just run LR Gods, because LR Gods, in my opinion, have the overall better leader skill. Reminder, their leader skill is power beyond Super Saiyan and movie heroes, with 30% to Kamehameha. So that's a little more common than joined forces, but movie hero Super Saiyan, not bad at all. Speaking of movie heroes and Super Saiyan, even of the AGL typing, the Android 13 movie Goku is on that category. So if he gets an easy A, hopefully before this year is over, could be quite the option. So on 12 and 18 key, they both raise attack and defense for a single turn. However, on their 18 key, they greatly lower attack and defense, which could be good for Super Battle Road. Although Super Battle Road, for the most part, at least regular Super Battle Road, is kind of a joke. Extreme Super Battle Road can occasionally hit you hard if you're not paying attention. So that skill is great for those stages. So the passive skill, so they get 3 key and 150% defense and turn start. Reduces damage series by 20%, plus an additional 1 key per type key sphere obtained. And then they launch an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super, meaning they have a potential for a double raise. And reminder, they're AGL, so they have raise and the hidden potential system. So that's 3 supers already. High chance of becoming a super attack, plus an additional damage reduction of 20% for 3 turns from the start of turn. So for those first 2 turns, they have 40% damage reduction, as well as additional super chances. Then they have an additional 50% attack and defense, as well as medium chance of performing a crit when performing an ultra, and, quote, receives a morale boost when their conditions are met. So the morale boost can be activated upon the next attacking turn after the character performs 3 or more super attacks, and receives an attack 7 or more times in battle. So clearly what they want you to do is put them slot 1. They have the damage reduction, they have the additional 50%, they have the additional super chance, they have the debuffing. It's clear that they're supposed to be their slot 1 unit. The problem with this is that even on their own category, movie heroes and pure Saiyans, did I say Super Saiyans earlier? I meant pure Saiyans. So pure Saiyans and movie heroes, not pure movie heroes and Super Saiyans. Well, you can read, right? Hopefully. Dragon Ball fan moment. So, like I was saying, the problem with them being the slot 1 unit is that we already kind of got the slot 1 unit earlier in the celebration. The part 1 Super Saiyan Goku who guards, right? Granted, his guard is conditional, but their additional damage reduction is conditional. So, and I would say being above 60% HP is more useful than 3 turns. If it were 5 or 7, could make a better argument for it. So again, their morale boost condition is not super great, considering that unless you're going out of your way like you would in a showcase to get it. But not every event is going to be a showcase for this particular unit, right? So, not too great there. So, Golden Warrior, my favorite useless link. Super Saiyan, Saiyan Lineage, Shocking Speed, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. The other 6 links are quite nice, and their categories are Pure Saiyans, Full Power, Joined Forces, Movie Heroes, Super Saiyans, All Out Struggle, and Powerful Comeback. So, meaning that you'll notice, and this is a theme with the Cooler as well, that Cooler, if we'll take a look at him, is a 200% to Wicked Bloodline, meaning it gives 200% to the LR Cooler, and he's also on LR Cooler's 200%. The Tech Goku that we just got is on their 200% for the Movie Heroes and Pure Saiyans, and since they're on Powerful Comeback, Goku is also giving them 200% via his leader skill. So let's see what their morale boost does. So the morale boost, they still have the same lead. Obviously, lead doesn't change. They have the same super attack effects. Unfortunately, I wish they debuffed on the 12 key now. So obviously Goku loses his shirt. Vegeta, what's Vegeta's change? He gets a little more damage on this armor there. So they still have 150. Did they have the 2 key before? Oh, they actually, for some reason, have one less key here. I don't know why that is. And their damage reduction goes from 20% to 30%, plus an additional 2 key per key sphere obtained. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super. Then the additional 50% and a medium chance of performing a crit when performing an ultra. Then they get a guaranteed crit when activating the active skill or when their key is 24. So their active skill, Power to Make the Impossible Possible, causes ultimate damage and stun. So again, another super battle road tactic. So you have the damage reduction, you have crit. Well, crit in any case is good, whether it be super battle road or not. But you have the debuffing, and again, you have the stunning. So pretty decent for a super battle road unit. Again, it's just I don't know how long these super battle road stages are going to be lasting for you to get this off. So, and the active skill can be activated when facing only one enemy from the next attacking turn, right? So, yeah, obviously Link's categories do not change. Take a look at their stats. A little bit of notes on the Dokkan wiki here, which is very useful. Their additional boosters calculated separately, meaning that they're technically getting this much attack and defense when performing an Ultra. And the ultimate damage multiplier is the same, as it always is. That being the case, let's take a look at the Gohan and Krillin, or Krillin and Gohan youth. Now, reminder, this Krillin and Gohan unit, if I'm remembering correctly, is supposed to be, despite the background very clearly showing Namek there. Well, I guess it's from the second Cooler movie, so it would be new Namek, right? So, these guys link with the LR AGL, Krillin and Gohan, and the reason for that, I believe, is that Gohan is called Kid instead of Youth, right? So Youth Gohan, meaning that this Gohan, in their opinion, is closer to Cell Saga Gohan than he is to Namek Saga. His appearances can be deceiving. So they're the banner unit, so let's see what we have. It's a Krillin and Gohan unit, so you already know Link's is not going to be good. So let's take a look at what they have with their kit. So raise attack and defense, supreme damage as expected, and they lower attack, which is nice. So they have a little bit of utility there. So 120, right, plus an additional 50% when facing 2 or more enemies. So it is sort of a super battle road unit, or that one event, that new event that you face off with the not Red Zone, the new event that was introduced for the celebration. One of the stages has you fight against a bunch of metal coolers, so you can get that there as well. I suppose that is another place you could get the full power of these guys, which I assume was intentionally designed for that event. Then they launch an additional attack that has a medium chance of becoming a super, so a chance for a double debuff there. Plus an additional 100% attack while performing a super, nice. Plus an additional attack and defense for 50% and performs a critical hit within the character's next attacking turn every time the character attacks 3 times in battle, which is an odd way to say that. Performs a critical hit with 7 or more key spheres, and all allies' chance of performing a critical hit plus 5% per movie heroes category ally attacking in the same turn, up to 15%, which means it counts them because obviously 3 units per rotation. So links, as I said, were not going to be great. You had Courage, Solid Support, Cold Judgment, Infighter, Kamehameha, Shocking Speed, Fierce Battle. So the last 3 links are definitely the most common: Kamehameha, Shocking Speed, Fierce Battle. The first 4, not so much. And a reminder, they aren't, the only thing they are supporting, quote unquote, is the key chance. Sorry, not key chance, crit chance per movie heroes category ally. And what I'm stuck with saying is that these guys are kind of just worse than Piccolo. Because, yeah, okay, sure, Piccolo also had bad links because it's a Piccolo card, but Piccolo's supporting while guarding, while having damage reduction, stuff like that. So, yeah, sure, these guys are not doing any of that. I mean, sure, they have the raw stats, but raw stats on a unit whose base stats look like this, not super great. Again, the debuff is nice, though, and the crit chance, while I wish it was something else, it's fine. I think the idea is that you want to run them all on the same team anyway, just for that thematic synergy. Because, again, Piccolo's the supporting, then you have them giving the crit chance, then you have them being the damage dealers, as well as the Goku from part 1. You have those two being the damage dealers, plus this guy and the STR Piccolo. Maybe you throw on the Tech Vegeta from this movie on there, right? Who recently Easy 8, I think we took a look at him already. So, yeah. Again, their additional boost is calculated separately. So you have this 340% when performing a super, then the additional of up to 440% when facing 2 or more enemies. So again, that's not bad. It's good, even. It's just, yeah. So they have somewhat a niche in a super offensive Super Tech Movie Heroes team. I managed to pull them, but not STR Piccolo. What a disgusting unit. Hello there, Tech Piccolo version 2.0. I would say that they're better. Are they? I would say that they're better than Tech Piccolo. And the reason for that is Tech Piccolo, when he came out, did not have the benefit of a unit on his team like STR Piccolo that we just got. So even though that Tech Piccolo, it was the support unit, he was bad because, again, he wasn't doing anything that the STR Piccolo, he wasn't guarding, no damage reduction, no raise, no nothing. Right? So although these guys are not particularly blowing me away, it's just stats, right? I really don't care for the stats. The lowering attack part is the most valuable thing to me. So I would say still decent banner unit, despite all my negative comments about it, still a decent banner unit. Now I do want to look at, though, the more interesting unit. My favorite unit in the game probably right now, because he not only is super good, he destroys Red Zone. Wicked Bloodline 200%. So remember what I mentioned earlier. Ooh, that artifact as well. Delightful. So he greatly lowers attack. He raises his defense for a turn. Massively raises attack and raises defense for a turn. Unfortunately, his 18 key debuff doesn't exist, but I would say it's alright considering what else he does. So he recovers 10% of HP at the start of turn, and if HP is 50% or less, recovers an additional 10% HP. Then 2 key and 130% defense at turn start. Then an additional defense boost of up to 100%. The more HP remaining, the greater the defense boost. And unlike the case as a majority of these characters who have something like this, heals. Right? Plus, you gotta remember, AGL Meta Cooler also Easy 8 recently, and he also heals. Plus, you gotta remember, Auto Regeneration heals. Right? So, this is the one time where I don't mind something like this happening, because you're gonna be up at higher HPs anyway with a unit like this, because remember, the team is now stacked. The team that I've been using to demolish Red Zone, at least the GT variant, I haven't done all the stages of the movie variant yet, is this guy, the cooler that released in part 1, LR Golden Frieza, Tech Golden Frieza, Cool Lisa, if you remember that unit from the Dragon Ball Fusions, he supports, as well as surprisingly tanky in the majority of the Redstone stages, because you notice the majority of the Redstone stages, well, all of them actually at current point are extreme type, so his defense isn't as high as it would need to be if he was a super class enemy, super class ally rather. So there's that as well. So those units, those 5 units, I would say are, well, actually, I would say Cooler, and Golden Frieza. Those 3 units are the core of the Wicked Bloodline team right now. Then remember, STR Cooler is now confirmed to have an Easy A, so that's gonna be another unit. You throw him on there, you throw Tech Golden Frieza on there, you throw Kaliza on there for the support, a little bit extra support, and you're just feasting. Wicked Bloodline is feasting. Whether you're running him on this lead or you're running him on the STR Cooler lead. Absolutely insane. So anyways, plus an additional 1 key up to 4 in attack and defense, so it's 15% up to 60% with each attack received. Then recovers an additional percent HP in which an attack was received, and recovers an additional 5% HP with an ally whose name includes Metal Cooler attacking in the same turn. This bit right here is why I hope that the type Metal Coolers, Easy A, and at least 1 or 2 of them be decent to good, so that they can activate this additional part of his passive. Again, if that's not the case, we still have the AGL Metal Cooler, who, while doesn't link, could be thrown, in between another unit. Like, say you have this guy, SDR Cooler, right? You have him, SDR Cooler, the LR, not the TUR. And then you have the AGL Metal Cooler in the back, or in the front, depending on how you want to do it. A great chance of nullifying unarmed super attacks, which is unfortunate. I think Truth said this, but I hate when they do this. It would be bad enough if it's only one type of super attack, and this type of super attack in harder content isn't super common anyway. But on top of that, not only is it limited by the type, you also have a chance. Granted, it is a great chance with 70%, so you roll the dice, you're going to getting that most of the time. But I just feel like it's unfair to not only restrict it to types of super attacks, but then add a chance on top of that. Even though the chance is, again, skewed in your favor, I'm not a fan. Kid Buu has that, not a fan. I wish if they were going to do it, like on the, let's say, LR Super Saiyan 4s, the Gogetas, Super Saiyan 4 Gogetas, they have a chance. That's fine with me, because they have a chance to counter every super attack in the game. However, when you limit it to a specific type and then chance, no bueno. Anyways, revives with HP fully recovered when the character is KO'd once only. You'll notice there's no condition there, which is another reason why I like this unit so much. This guy has his revive at any point. At any point in the fight. If he is KO'd, he will revive. There is no turn limit. There's no HP restriction. Okay. There's no super attack limit. Okay. There's no with specific allies. No. If he dies, you revive. I love it. Granted, it is once only. I was really hoping that it would, take into effect the infinite terror, right? And make it an infinite revive. Okay, I understand infinite full HP would be pretty OP. So I would say maybe make it 30% HP, right? That way he's still weak, right? I mean, I know that doesn't make sense within the story because he's supposed to be stronger every time he revives, right? But for game balancing, if they had to balance it in the PvE only game, if they had to balance it, then make it 30-40% HP so he's not as strong defensively. Or again, make it a full revive and make it increase the HP threshold and then make it twice, 3 times. I just feel like once only is a little bit of a waste, considering, again, infinite terror. Active skill I do like. Life Force Absorption greatly raises attack temporarily, which is, raises attack, and causes ultimate damage and recovers 30% HP, which I admit has saved me a few times. Either the revive has saved me, or the HP recovery has saved me, right? So between him recovering HP, and you gotta remember, STR Cooler has Metamorphosis, which is the link that also heals. So this team has more heals than the Buu Saga team, than the Majin Power team, because those units can't actually tank. Like, sure, they technically have more healing via links and via passive, but they die anyway. So This team, however, is looking good. So can be activated from the 5th turn of the battle if the character receives an attack 7 more times, or after the virus skill is activated. So again, you're going to want to put him slot 1 because, first of all, build up, and second of all, he's recovering HP. And it was like, okay, well, if he dies, then that's fine, because then you just revive, and then you get his active skill anyway. So slot 1, he's not the slot 1 unit we were expecting, but he's still a good slot 1 unit nonetheless. So his links are Big Bad Balls' strongest clearing space, Thirst for Conquest, Auto Regeneration, Nightmare, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. A whole host of categories, including Power Absorption, which I forgot he was on. Additional stuffs, and I want to take a look at linking partners. So you'll notice he shares 5 links with, well, he's garbage. He's fallen off a bit. 5 links with the big boy, right? 5 links with the big boy here. 4 links with this guy, and this guy. Remember, this LR Turles is supporting Terrifying Conquerors, 3 key, 30%. Everyone else here is kind of falling off. This guy, again, is getting an easy A, so that's 4 links plus support. The support might actually go up, so that's good. This guy doesn't... Garlic Jr., he's sort of fallen out of the way since the AGL Turles Easy Aid, but, you know, he's still there. Speaking of where Ares AGL Turles here with 3 links, 2 categories, as well as supporting. So, pretty good stuff. Now, if we want to take a look at the Goku and Vegeta, obviously since they're a Goku Vegeta unit, they have more partners. But let's see partners that are actually good in this day and age. Again, you have this guy sharing a delicious 5 links. Tech Vegeta's not so good anymore. These guys are not so good. Nameku is still okay. For Cell Max, I find him to be alright, but if you're going to be running a Super Saiyan Goku, you're probably going to be running him. Although, same lane update, you can now run both of them, but I think, is he on Powerful? He is on Powerful Comeback, as a matter of fact, so you can run him on that 200% lead if you felt like it. He's not on Movie Heroes, though, so he won't be on this lead. So if you're going to run him, you're going to run him on this lead. If this Broly gets an easy A, that actually could be funny for these 3 teams that they share. Right now, 90% attack and defense, and that's only when performing a super. So he's at like 50k before super or something. Kind of crazy. 5 links with this unit who is now recently easy aid, so that's not bad. 4 links with a host of other 4 links with the LR Gods, LR Super Saiyan 4s. 4 links with these Super Saiyan 4s. 4 links with this Goku. This Goku is on Pure Saiyan's Powerful Comeback, so okay there. Transforming Goku can still put in a little bit of work on those longer events. If transforming Vegeta easy A's anytime soon, that would be nice. Showing a couple links with Gokan there. Gokan can still put in a bit of work. And then when you start getting below, you start kind of reaching. So, yeah. I hope that those Type Metal Coolers do easy A. Notice these guys share 6 links with these guys, right? And that's pretty much it, because no one else you're going to be running them on. But 6 links, again, this is Gohan Kid, this is Gohan Youth. So the only team, unfortunately, that they are on is Joined Forces. So, yeah. That's going to do it for us this time. I'm probably going to upload a video when we get the details for the Easy A Metal Cooler, STR TOR Cooler. As far as where I would put these units, I would put Cooler a little bit higher than the Goku and Vegeta, simply because, again, the potential that Cooler has immediately anyway is better to me, because, again, this guy's still decent. This guy, even though I said a lot of bad things, he's still a pretty okay unit. Turles is supporting. This guy's pretty good. This guy could hopefully be broken. You know? Yeah. That's going to do it for us this time. And also, can't remember, this guy's on this team. He doesn't link, but he's on the team. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. We went for a long one this time. Leave a dislike if you didn't enjoy the video or didn't learn anything. My name is Luna, also known as Luna the Programmer, and I will catch you guys in that next one. Peace.